Well, good day and welcome to the PSMT guidelines video series. And so this is specifically to take you through our PSMT PowerPoint, which will help you when you're developing your solution to the PSMTs that we're going to give you in mathematics. So this PowerPoint will be readily available to you, so please make sure that you jump on and use it. It basically is designed to be the answer to every question you might have. And if the answer to the question you might have is not there, then you really should come and talk to us and then we can add it in. So let's have a look. First of all, what is a PSMT? And the PSMT is short for problem solving and modelling task. So it is a task that's designed to assess your problem solving and how you use mathematical modellings, as opposed to the old exams that you're used to. This is more of an assignment. It has a set time frame, which we'll go through later, and certain things that you need to comply to for the QCAA guidelines. But for now, I'll just talk to you about the PSMT and some examples of PSMTs. You'll have a context, obviously, and the context will differ depending on the topic that we're working within, and it will differ year on year. There won't be a lot of information given. The idea is that you are meant to design a solution based on making some assumptions, maybe a little bit of background knowledge about the context, and being able to work out how to apply the mathematics. So here's 4 examples that we've come up with quite quickly. There's a lot of things you could ask as a mathematical PSMT, and these are probably more where we're thinking a little bit more junior secondary style examples. But we could ask you, how many blades of grass are there on the oval? Or which generation of sports stars are better? And we've actually used this as a general mathematics PSMT. How many basketballs would it take to make the moon? How long will it take to walk to Melbourne? Now, hopefully you can see in all of these situations that there's no designated, this is how you do it. You do this and then you do that and this is how it works. You have to make some assumptions. You have to make some decisions. You have to think about, well, what's more important when it comes to being the best sports star? Or how are we stacking these basketballs in the moon? Or how fast does somebody walk if they're walking to Melbourne? Will they tire out? So there's lots of things going on in the background that you have to consider and then deal with to design a solution. They're very general in nature. That's the main thing here. So expect to get 1, 2, 3 sentences only, and for you to have to develop an understanding of what's being asked and then develop a solution to that. You'll be working through your PSMT using the problem-solving flowchart. So there it is on the left-hand side of the PowerPoint there, and it comes in 4 stages. The formulate stage, the solve stage, the evaluate and verify stage, and communicate. And actually the ISMG, which is our marking guide, and we'll take you through that in some later videos, the ISMG is built around those 4 stages. So the idea here is, very briefly, that you get your PSMT problem, and you read the context, and you think about the problem, and then you formulate a way to develop a solution. So that's stage 1. And then you'll develop that solution, you'll solve it, you'll apply the mathematics, and you'll come up with a solution to the problem. And that, of course, is stage 2. Then you'll ask yourself, is it solved? Now let's assume that it is. Then you'll go down and you'll evaluate and verify your solution. So this is where you actually actively think about, have I got a good solution? Is there anything I haven't really considered in enough detail? Is it reasonable? Does it suit the context? Is the solution verified? Is your question in the blue triangle there, in the blue diamond there? And if it's not, then you might go back and resolve it, or you might go back and reformulate a solution path. You do that as many times as you need to. This is the process to solve problems. And then once you're comfortable that you've done this and you've got to a verified solution, you communicate your answer. So you can see the 4 stages of the problem solving and modelling flowchart there. So your PSMT will come out as a single document. It will have information about due dates. It will have the criteria sheet on it. But ultimately it will have a context and then a task section. And you read the context and then you look at the task and consider how you're going to solve it. And this is the end of my first video, which just introduces the idea of a PSMT. And then the next video, we're going to talk about the layout constraints and the task constraints that you have to adhere to finish a PSMT. Thanks for watching.